Hello guys, and welcome back to my video. So as you can see from the previous videos, we're getting errors on the old price. The reason that there is a typo, it's supposed to be caps P here, and then so let's just run the flutter build command to make sure that a new model class is generated. Let's change the price. It's supposed to be capital letter P and then capital letter P. Yeah. Okay, so if we just reload our application and then okay, so let's try to run it again. Sure. So there must be some errors elsewhere. So let's look for those errors. Okay, products list page. Okay, I anticipated it. So let's run on our. Okay, so now as you can see, we now have the old price being displayed. Okay, so in this video what you are just going to do is we are just going to add products to our cloud firestore. Okay, so now what we need to do, go to our views folder and then let's create the add products page.dat. Okay, so in this file we're going to be dealing with text builds, so we need a stateful widget. So I'm just going to call it add products screen. Okay, so let's just change this to consumer stateful widget, since we are going to be consuming riverpod providers. And then let's so make sure this is consumer state, and this also must be changed to consumer state. Okay, so now that we are done with this, the other thing that we need to do is we need to create a list of our categories. So these categories, we hard coded them. So in the next tutorials we are just going to make sure that they are dynamic, okay, so that we get them from Cloud Firestore instead of hard coding them. So you can just create this list. Okay, now what we need to do right now is we need to instantiate the file which is going to be the image that we are going to pick from memory. Okay, so let's import that IO, and then the other thing is let, and then string. Let's get the category name. Okay, and then we need the name, the product name, which is a text editing controller, like this. We also need the price, the old price, and the description. So the price, old price, and the description, like this. Price, old price, and the description. Okay. Wait, now okay, so now we need to dispose we need to dispose some controllers. So I'm just going to say name.dispose price.dispose, and then old price.dispose also, and then the description also .dispose. All right, so now in the future we need to pick the image. We are going to use the image picker library. Okay, so try catch block. So the first thing is make sure that the image is equal to, we are going to await the image picker. So if you don't have this library, just make sure that you install it. .pick image, and then our source is supposed to be the image source.gallery. Okay, and then yeah, that's it. And then we need to check if this image is equal to null. If it's equal to null, then we just return like this. And then we need to get temporary image, which is goes to file, and then the path of the image. Okay, we provide the path of the image, and then we then set the state, and then this, make sure that this image is equal to the image temporary, like this. And then if we get an exception on platform exception, we need to just catch this error, and then we just need to throw an exception, throw failed to pick image, like this. Right, now that we are done, let's go inside our build folder, and we're just going to say final add products, which is equal to ref dot watch. We need to watch the products controller provider dot notifier dot why is it not okay, products dot create. Okay, let's just leave it like this. So it's going to, we are going to return a scaffold widget, and then for a bar, just provide an a bar, and let's make sure that the background color is white, and let's also make sure the elevation is 0, because I don't want an elevation on the bar. And then let's provide the icon theme dot of context dot icon theme, like this. Okay, so, and then we the body is going to be single child scroll view. the single child scroll view. Then the child is going to be a form widget, right? The form widget. Now we need to provide the key. So let's go back to the top, and then let's create our form key. Final form key is equal to global key, like this, of type form state. So let's just make sure it's of type form state. Okay. Alright, so key, form key. And then for the child, let's make sure that we provide the column widget children. And then we need a center widget like this, a center widget, and then the child. The child is going, we are going to say that if the image is not equal to null, right? If the image is not equal to null, we are going to display the image dot file, right? And then we are going to just display the image. Let's give it a height of 150 and a width of 150. Okay, otherwise we need an image dot asset, so when you say assets slash image dot png. Okay, so let me just grab a dummy image on flat icon. Okay, so let me let me grab that, copy, then let's paste it inside our folder. Let me create a folder called assets. Inside that assets folder, that's where I will just want to paste this. Go image.png. So after this, we need to go to a pubsec.yaml under assets here. Under assets, what I'm just going to do is assets, and then slash, and then let's try to okay, now that's it. So image.png, now we are good to go. Right, so now we need to display a text peak product image, like this. So let me just copy this style. And then let's make sure that it's a constant. Okay, make sure that it provides semicolon there. And then Now what we are going to do is, after this column, so after this text, what we are just going to do is we need to provide we need to use a text form field, text form field, enable, and then we need to make sure that the keyboard type is text input dot name, like this. And then on changed, we'll provide the value, and then we need to make sure that the name dot text is equal to the value that the user types, like this. And then let's decorate it. Decoration, let's give it a decoration input decoration, and then a border, outline input border, like this. Let's give it a border radius, and then a border radius to circular of 20, and then we need the hint text, which is product name, and then the hint style, which is text style, which is color, and then it's going to be colors to black. And then we need also to validate validator value. So if value dot is empty, so this value can be nullable. So if the value is empty, we just need to return product name cannot be empty. Right. And then else we are just going to return null. So that's it. Else we are just going to return null. And then let's give it a padding. Let's give the text form field a padding. Okay. And then after that, what we need to do is we need a drop down button. So let's use a sized box. Let's use a size box. Let's give it a width of 350, and then a height of 50. Okay, and then the child is going to be drop down button. Then it's going to take in values of string, and then the value is going to be the value must be the drop down value, which I think we must have created. We have not created it yet. Okay, string Okay, so let's create it. String drop down value, which is go to our categories list dot first. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, drop down value, and then we need an icon, which is go to icon icons dot arrow, icons dot arrow downward rounded. Okay, like this. Okay, we also need elevation. Let's give it an elevation of 16, and then we need a style also, so I'm just going to grab the style and then paste it. And then the other thing that we need the underline. So for the underline, we are just going to use a container with a height of 2 and a color of black, colors dot black. Okay, and then we need the unchanged. So for the unchanged, we are going to take in a string which can be nullable value, okay, and then we are just going to set state, and then we are going to set the drop down value. We are going to set the drop down value to the value that the user has selected, like this. Okay, now what's left is the items. So now we need to pass in the items. So for the items, we need to pass in the categories list, and then we need to map through that categories list. It's going to be a drop down menu item of type string. And then here a string value, and then we just need to make sure that this is going to return a drop down menu item of type string, and then the value is equal to the value, and then we need a child which is of type text, which is just going to display the value that's selected. Okay, so now what we just need to do, we need to just convert this whole item into a list. Okay, now that we are done, the next thing that we need is another text form field. So for the text form field, now we just copy this one upward. We don't need to create another one from scratch. So let's just copy this one, let's just paste it below, and then I think we are just going to change this one to description. Somehow I can't find the description. So we need to change this description.text. Then we need to change this, the hint to description, like this. And then description also cannot be empty. Description cannot be empty. Okay, description also cannot be empty. Now we need to copy this again and paste it below. So now it's going to be price, and then here we're just going to say price cannot be empty. Let's change this to price also. And then let's copy this, copy it and paste it below for the old price. So now it's going to be old price. Old price cannot be empty. So yeah, let's change it to old price, like this. I think it must be there, yeah. And then we need an elevated button. After this is all done, we need an elevated button. So let's wrap it in a sized box so that we give it a width of 200 and a height of 50. Okay, the child is going to be elevated button. And then we need the onPressed method, which is very important. And we also need the child, which is a text. Yeah, I'm just say upload product, like this. So here what we are just going to do is add products.create product. So the file is going to be an image, and then this one is going to be name.text, description.text also, the price.text, and the odd price.text. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Let's just cut this. Since it's a string, we need to put it inside a double to convert it into a double. Okay, Ctrl X, double dot pass. Let's paste this. Okay, now we are done with the upload products page. So now what we are going to do is let's go to our home screen, right? Home dashboard, right? Actually, I think it's the home screen. Yeah. No, it's the products page. Let's go to our products list page, under up bar. So here what we're on tab, and then I'm going to say we are going to navigate to a new screen. Navigate dot push. The route we are going to use the material page route. The builder, we are just going to pass in the context as a parameter to our arrow function, which is going to return our page at the product screen. Okay, all right, now let's test it out. Let's see if we are up and running or we have some errors. So let's see, click on the plus icon. Okay, so what's going on here is that this image is too large. So let's go to our add products. I think it's too large. Add products page. Oh yeah, makes sense. Let's just copy this height and let's paste it under this image asset like this. Okay, now let's reload. I think it's now, yeah, now we now have this. Somehow we are having problems with the image picker. So I think it's something to do with the iOS permissions. So if you go to the image picker, you will get the permissions. So let me just do it real quick. Okay, now I know why. So under this center widget, what we're supposed to do was we're supposed to wrap it with the gesture detector. Okay. So we're supposed to just wrap it with the gesture detector, and then on tap, when it's tapped, that's when we're just going to pick the image. So why am I not image? Okay, now it's now appearing. Okay, let's reload. Let's check now. It must be working now. Okay, add products. Somehow it's not working. I think remove this widget. I think we should wrap this center widget. Wrap with the gesture detector on tab, and then that's when we can pick an image like this. Okay, so let's reload this one. Then let's see. So it's crashing. So it has to do with permissions. So if we go to debug console. Okay, so let me just check. Yeah, it had to do with, okay, reopen. Okay, so it had to do with the permissions. So you need to make sure you add the permissions. So iOS, and then let's go to Flutter. Appframework.info. me just grab these permissions real quick. So it's supposed to be in the info.plist file. Okay, yeah, info.plist file. Okay, access to photo library. This one. This is the permission. So if you go to, you need to go to runner, then info.plist. So once you're under info.plist, just paste it in here, this permission, ns photo library usage description. Okay, so now let's run our emulator since it had crashed. Okay. Okay, now we can try and see. Yeah, now we have allow full access. Okay, so let's select this image. Okay, why you're getting in here? Okay. Okay, product name, let's just call it cough syrup, and then it's going to be under cough syrup. Then let me just grab some dummy text from lorem ipsum generator. Okay, so let me just grab it and then let's allow a paste the $4.99 and then the odd price, let's say it was $5.50, and then let's upload the product. Then so category name has not been initialized. Okay, so I think we didn't initialize the category name, so we need to do that. did we make a mistake? Okay, so here okay, I think we don't even need this variable because we are picking it from the drop down value dot toString. That's where we are getting this. Okay, so now let's reload it again. Let's see. Cough syrup. Then let's get cough syrup description. Let's just paste the lorem ipsum. $4.50. It was $5.50 the last time. Let's upload it. Yeah, product uploaded successfully. Yeah, as you can see now, I want to add another one. Cough syrup, and then cough syrup. We paste it, and then let's say this one is $6. The old price, let's say it was $7.50, like this. Let's upload it. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab my database. I'm just going to bring my database here because I need to show you something. Okay, so if we go to our Firebase console, right, like this, our firestore database, on our products, you can see that these products, these old ones, the product ID doesn't match the document, but these new ones that we have created, the product ID matches the document. Hence, if we delete it, you can see that this product has been deleted. And then which one did we add? This one. You can see that is immediately deleted. So you can see that our delete function is working. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. We'll meet on the next video.